If you're looking for a very creamy raspberry ice cream, then this is the recipe for you. It's the same custard style I use for my strawberry ice cream. It has that rich old-fashioned texture that you just can't get in a store. So let me show you how to make it. We're going to start out by pouring in 4 cups of heavy whipping cream. I'll get this turned on to medium-high. And then we'll add 1.3 cups of sugar, and then we'll get that whisked together. I'm so glad I finally found this whisk. I had a really old one that was falling apart, and I couldn't find a whisk that would get right up into the corners. And so for something like pudding or ice cream or something like that, you don't want stuff burning in the corners of your pan. This one will meld right into the edge of the pan, so I really like it. And I'll link this down below because you may be looking for something similar. So while that milk is warming up, we'll go ahead and separate our eggs. I have a bigger bowl for the yolks because I'm going to temper the egg yolks before they go into the pan. And one good use for these egg whites is if you're going to make meringue or something like that. A lot of times what I do is I make them up for our dogs if I don't have an immediate use. So you just heat the milk until the sugar dissolves. And this is ready. So I'm going to whisk my egg yolks, and then I'm going to temper the eggs. So I'm just taking some of this hot milk mixture and adding it slowly into my eggs. Kind of awkward doing it this way here, but you'll get the idea. And then I just add enough until I feel like it's getting nice and warm. And this helps keep your eggs from scrambling when you add them to the hot liquid. Otherwise, you're just going to have a bunch of scrambled eggs in with your milk. I kind of think that's about ready. I'm just slowly pouring this in with the milk mixture. I'm going to check the temperature on this because we want to get it to 170 degrees. That's already past that, so I'm just going to get this turned off. I'll whisk this a little bit better, just to make sure everything is combined. Now that the heat's off, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Usually I just guess at that part, but the salt just helps enhance the flavor. This thermal pen is another tool that is a must-have in my kitchen. If this ever dies, I will be getting another because not only is it accurate, but it's also fast. And I'll go ahead and link this below also. I always put my mixture in this blender, and then I always use the sieve to make sure that I filter out any cooked eggs. But you can see even with tempering, there's a little bit of stuff left in there. Now we're going to add our 2 cups of raspberries. Make sure they don't splash on me here. And I'm using frozen raspberries, but you can use fresh raspberries. We're going to take this into the pantry and get it mixed up. All right, let's get this mixed together. It doesn't take long. We're going to get this in the refrigerator. They usually recommend 2 to 3 hours. Usually I like to have it overnight, but I'm going to see if I can try to push everything to get this all done today. This is the ice cream maker that I use. It's worked great. You have to freeze your bowl. And so I always put a bag around my bowl so that the flavors of the freezer don't get inside of the bowl. You want to make sure that this is frozen solid. When you shake it, there's no sloshing sounds. Then you know that it's frozen solid. So we're going to set this inside of the bowl, and then we'll get it all in here, and then we'll get this on top. We'll get it turned on, and then we're going to pour our ice cream mix in. We're going to let this go for 25 minutes. All right, it is done. You can see it kind of mounded up here as it froze. So we're going to turn this off and carefully get this off of here, and then we'll get this out. Doesn't that look so good? You can actually eat it this way. It's kind of more like a soft serve, but we're going to wait until we can scoop it so you can see what it looks like. What I like to do is set this out, get this back out of the way. And I like to use these plastic containers here to put my ice cream into. They work pretty good. It's about the right size. And then I always take a towel and wrap it around the ice cream bowl, because otherwise it feels kind of cold to me. And then we're just going to pour this in here. I always use a spoon to scrape the edges because it's always frozen onto the edges. If you like seedless raspberries, you can strain out the seeds. There it is. Better get this into the freezer. Hopefully it'll be froze before tonight so we can give it a try yet today. Okay, this is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm not sure if this is set up enough, but we're gonna give it a try. It could have definitely stayed in the freezer longer, but I actually like it when it's kind of soft like this, kind of like soft serve. So let's try this and see if it's as good or better than what the strawberry ice cream is. It is very good. I'll have to try another bite to be sure. It's actually very creamy, just like the strawberry, but the raspberry has a stronger, more robust flavor to it. I still love the strawberry, but this will give us a little more variety to have a different flavor every now and then. So whether you're new to making ice cream or not, I highly recommend giving this a try. It is so good. And if you enjoy content like this, I would love it if you would subscribe so that you can join me here again next time. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day. Bye for now.